Hi, I'm Arlene, founder of Nutritria. We are going to go on a quick 5-minute journey towards getting to know ourselves on a deep level. Ready? Set, go! The first question we must ask ourselves, first and foremost, is, do I want to be here? Do I want to be here in my body? Do I want to be here on earth? Why am I here? If we cannot answer this most basic question, we feel lost and we feel at a loss. This leads to not knowing who we truly are. If you don't know who you are and you don't run by blind faith, how can you actually love yourself? Think about it. If you don't know your value or what you are destined to give, what motivates you to get up for the day and treat yourself with the highest sense of self-respect? Let's face it, most of us wake up and immediately turn to our smartphones and see what everyone else is up to. We rarely check in with our bodies and our own selves to see how we are truly feeling and if we are centered and if we are aligned. By addressing life's questions like who am I and why am I here? What's my purpose? You will be that much closer to eating healthier and caring about the foods that you eat. If we go about our days not knowing our purpose, we tend to neglect our own health and our own selves. We tend to not take ourselves seriously. This leads to others not taking us seriously. But most importantly, it leads to us not taking our health seriously. Small daily neglects are small daily abuses that lead to inevitable disease. This is why self-preservation is key. When you ask yourself these life questions, when it comes to life, am I really caring for myself? When it comes to food, am I concerned about my health and my well-being? Or am I more concerned with taste and entertainment? Am I neglectful of my health? Am I sincere with myself? Questions like this, they're not dorky or nerdy, they're check-ins. They're questions for you to check in with yourself, to see if you really are caring about yourself, to see if you're really loving yourself. Because you see, love is something that must be learned. It must be taught. And most of us, we're not taught how to love. We were not taught how to love ourselves. It's a vibration that is learned within ourselves, but also nurtured from without, from our environment as children, from our environment as young adults, and in continuing into our adult lives. So the key that I'd like to drive home here is that life preservation is love. So by asking yourself these questions, you're not being needy, you're not being a dork or a nerd in any sense, or maybe you are. You can love yourself that you're a nerd or you're a dork, but it's just a check-in for you to see, am I taking care of myself today? How can I take care of myself today? Whenever you put something into your mouth, just ask yourself, is this for health or is this for entertainment? When it is for entertainment only, it can only lead to ill health. Just envision 30 years from now laying crippled due to all the bad food and lifestyle decisions that you made today. Remember, the small little neglects add up. What we really need is a paradigm shift. We need to realize packaged and processed foods are poisonous. We must remember to be mindful whenever we eat. Most importantly, we must have to change our perception that food is for fun and entertainment only. Remember, food is first and foremost for health. Another thing to note is how we perceive love and fun. Understand that love contains all things, but that certain things, most things, do not necessarily contain love. Love should be the starting point and 0 point of all our activities and pursuits. Because love contains all things, and when we come from that place of love, all endeavors become infused with care, self-preservation, and ultimately health and well-being. The key is to think back to whether or not you want to be in charge of your health, or if you want to be run by disease and inevitable old age and the illnesses that come with old age. You see, it's easy to take the back seat when it comes to our health. But then when you do this, every time you don't take an action towards health, you are feeding potential disease and ill health. The best mindset to adopt is understanding whether you want to be involved in disease prevention or disease maintenance. Do you want to be in a state of bliss with your grandkids laughing and playing? Or do you want to be in a hospital bed receiving disease maintenance through tubes? Do you want to prevent disease, or do you want to just merely maintain it? If you are already sick and ill with autoimmune disease, chronic illness, chronic fatigue, arthritis, degenerative diseases of all kinds, you already know that the answer is that when we maintain disease, we are not fully living. Do you want to live life 50% in pain, struggling? Or do you want to live your life 100% for your loved ones, but most importantly, for your highest and best self? Do you want to unconditionally self-persevere and love yourself to the fullest? When you finally make the decision to choose preservation and prevention over disease maintenance, you will learn to love yourself to the fullest and commit to your highest and best self, right here, right now. To learn more about me and my services, please browse through Nutritria.com and visit Why Marlene, the Why Marlene page. You can also visit my other website at starryconsciousness.com. I am here to help serve you by connecting you to your inner wisdom, your inner intuitive capabilities, and to your healing capability and your healing potential.